Hope everybody's doing well.
I said, how are you doing out there?
Or do we have folks looking
Yes,
in
they're
yet?
coming in.
Okay,
Yeah,
everybody's coming
Lewis
in. Cool.
said he
Okay,
needs one.
So should we give people a few seconds to come
Give
in?
them a few seconds.
Just we can
Yeah.
banter about
We have
something.
9.
How's our volume?
Can you guys hear us? Seriously?
Are we loud enough?
Thumbs up, maybe.
Do we?
So you get thumbs up.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
We're heard.
Yeah.
I think we can get started now.
Every good relationship requires that the people speaking are heard.
Effective communication is what Max is trying to say.
No, that the people speaking are heard. And whoever speaks the most should be heard the most, right?
Crickets. All right, let's get
So
started.
anyway, let's move on.
Here we are. Welcome back to another live stream. We're going to do another Q&A. We've got some new information for you. It's going to be awesome. Max, do you want to kick it off? I know you have some stuff to talk about.
I do? Oh, shoot. Yes, I do. I do. Basically, what we're going to do is our usual format. We take your questions, so if you have them, please just put them in. But we have gotten a few questions throughout the week, and one of the top ones that I think we get every single day, actually, is,
Yes.
Are you having sales? And how can I find out if you're having sales? The easiest thing, the best thing you can do to find this out, because honestly, we're kind of in marketing, right?
Yeah.
We do marketing
Kind of,
stuff,
sort of,
kind of.
almost.
So, no one's going to announce their sale, right, before they actually put out the sale. So how are you going to find out when the sale actually occurs, right? Sign up to our email newsletter. And to do that, go to QuickJack.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and at the bottom right corner, there's going to be a little sign up for our email. Sign up for the email right there. That's all you have to do. You will be the first to know twice a month if there's a sale, how much it's for, news, updates, videos, all of our latest material. It's all going to be in one place. And that is the best thing you can do. So if you message us on Instagram or Facebook and you say, are you having a sale? And you haven't signed up for the email,
That was a really long time to get to that point. The bottom line is follow us on social
You
media.
won't know.
And really big thing is go sign up for the email.
so sign up for the email. Okay?
Sorry, I had to leave him hanging there for a second. I'm with you guys. No,
Sign up for that email.
Sign up for the
because
email and follow us on social because we do make announcements. You will see stuff in our story from time to time.
And I'm kidding around a lot, but I know I am. But the best thing that you can do for yourself, so that you're not waiting on us to make this announcement, or you don't have to keep, I don't know, what's the word? I guess just reaching out or grasping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just all come straight to you, and you won't have to do anything.
Yeah, you won't have to ask. Just keep an eye on the social media, and
Yeah.
if you sign up for that email, you're good
Yep.
to go. You're going to get stuff.
So again, to sign up for the email, if you're just joining in or whatever, go all the way down. Go to QuickJack.com, scroll all the way down, and at the bottom right corner, there's a sign up for the email newsletter. Just put your email in there, and you'll be good to go.
All right. I think we have a question.
Yeah. No question.
What's up?
Someone asked if they can get a sponsorship.
Sponsorship. We actually have a place on our website where you can apply for that. And I believe it is on, can I get an answer on this one? It's on the BendPack site, isn't it?
BendPack, and then if you go to the footer, there's a link that says sponsorships, and it's a form.
Okay, so bendpack.com,
Yes.
not QuickJack, bendpack.com,
Parent company.
our parent company. Go to the bottom of the page to the footer, and there is a link for sponsorship application form.
Yep.
And that's the best way to do that.
Yes. Yes. It is, in fact, the only way to do that.
All right. So
Okay.
I'll move on with another
Yeah.
question. This is more of a tech question.
1 second. Is there another question?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah, let's take that.
Adolfer asks, Can you give me a different price if I buy more than 3 QuickJacks?
Certain specific questions are probably we can't really answer that right here.
Yeah, that one. Go ahead and call our sales department. They'll be able to give you bulk pricing information.
Yeah, for direct sales questions like that, go ahead. You're bypassing us at that point. Just go ahead, call sales, and they're going to hook you up right there. We can give you the information, but when you're going to wheel and deal, do something like that, you're going to want to talk to sales.
Yeah. Give them a call. They'll be able to help you out. They have all the numbers for bulk orders, so on and so forth.
And it might be actually a good time to tease this toward the end of this little broadcast we're doing. We actually are going to tell you how you can get. We have a sale going on right now, a really big sale, and we're going to save that for a few minutes and tell you how you can take advantage of that. So stay tuned.
But finally, I'm going to get to a question here. It's how long can I leave my car in the air? And of course, in the air means on the QuickJack. And the answer is indefinitely. Once you use the QuickJack to lift your car, set it on the mechanical locks. You're never going to leave it on hydraulics. Once it's on the mechanical question.
1 second. Is there another question?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah, let's take that.
Adolfer asks, can you give me a different price if I buy more than 3 QuickJacks?
Certain specific questions are probably we can't really answer that right here.
Yeah, that one. Go ahead and call our sales department, and they'll be able to give you bulk pricing information.
Yeah, for direct sales questions like that, go ahead. You're bypassing us at that point. Just go ahead, call sales, and they're going to hook you up right there. We can give you the information, but when you're going to wheel and deal, do something like that, you're going to want to talk to sales.
Yeah. Give them a call. They'll be able to help you out. They have all the numbers for bulk orders, so on and so forth.
And it might be actually a good time to tease this toward the end of this little broadcast we're doing. We actually are going to tell you how you can get. We have a sale going on right now, a really big sale, and we're going to save that for a few minutes and tell you how you can take advantage of that. So stay tuned.
But finally, I'm going to get to a question here. It's how long can I leave my car in the air? And of course, in the air means on the QuickJack. And the answer is indefinitely. Once you use the QuickJack to lift your car, set it on the mechanical locks. You're never going to leave it on hydraulics. Once it's on the mechanical locks, you can depressurize the hoses. I'm actually getting ahead of myself here. But you're good to go. The bottom line is you're good to go once you're on the locks for as long as you want. There are people that use the QuickJack for storage on their race cars, soft compound tires. Avoid flat spots. Just lift it up to that first locking position. Just get the wheels off the ground, and you can leave it there all winter. How long you're not driving the car.
And you were making a comment about depressurizing the hoses.
I was,
yeah.
And I am.
That's
down
the road.
That's down the road.
Okay.
I'll let you tell.
Is the road now?
You know what?
Are we down the road?
The road is now.
Okay.
Okay. So it's safe to remove the hoses after you lift a car and secure the locks. And the answer is yes. Depressurize first. We have a question. What's up?
Do you want to finish your thought?
So we have Ray. He's having some trouble lining up his QuickJack under his car.
Okay.
What's happening?
What was that?
Lining up the QuickJack under his car.
Okay. And he owns an M3. The rubber blocks actually hit his side skirt. Okay. It usually sits a little sideways, not fully parallel. He's wondering if you have any tips.
Have any tips?
I was gonna say making sure it's parallel. Even if that.
I do have a couple of tips actually. So first and foremost, I know a lot of people are using. I'm actually gonna ask a question. Is this an E36, an E46? E36?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know on the forums there are a lot of guys using the QuickJack with their E36. I'm sure you'll be able to find some good information on the forums. However, I can tell you this as well. If the blocks are hitting side skirts, you can always turn the blocks the other way. So most people, if this is the lifting block, most people have them in the tray. If the QuickJack is sitting like this, sideways, you can go ahead and turn that around. It gives it a little bit of a narrower profile if you're trying to get into a tight spot. So that is one way that you can keep it from hitting any plastic parts, things like that. And I do believe that that you can get pretty parallel. I can't picture the undercarriage offhand, I'm sorry, but definitely hit up the forum. I know there's a lot of good information there on that as well.
Super.
I hope that helps. That was Ray, right?
Yeah.
Ray, I hope that helps.
Did you want to finish your point about the pressurizing the hoses? That's a big one.
I will get back to the hoses. We actually have a couple hose questions, so I'm just going to finish those out, and then Max can take back over.
Okay.
But, so is it safe to remove the hoses after you lift a car and secure the locks? Yes, absolutely. However, once you get the car up, set it on the locks, hold the down button on the pendant control for a good solid 5 seconds. What you're doing there is letting all the pressure out of the hoses. It's going to get it out, go back through the power unit. That way, when you go to reconnect the hoses, you're not going to be fighting the pressure that's built up. It's really simple, and it will definitely help you out. Now, that brings me to our next point.
But Dave, what if there is pressure in my hose and I can't reconnect them? That's
right.
What it says on
That's sort of what it says. How do I reconnect my pressurized hoses? Well,
can I jump in real quick?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Our goal is hopefully to catch you before you've done that.
Yes,
so,
that's the hope. So
if just make it a habit to always hold the down button after you've locked QuickJack into place, and then you'll never have that problem. But if you do have that problem,
it's going to get messy. I can tell you that. To reconnect pressurized hoses, unless you can really kind of force them together, which is not the greatest thing, but the best way to do it is to actually go ahead and get your wrenches out. You're going to need to crack open the fitting, the quick connect fitting on your hose itself. Crack that open. You're not going to take it all the way off, just until the fluid starts coming out. It'll get around that seal pretty quick, and you're just going to have to bleed off that pressure manually. If you have a bucket to do it in, that's going to be all the better. But expect there to be some spray, to be some fluid getting around. If you have
wear eye goggles,
definitely wear your safety glasses, because it can get messy. Well, it will get messy.
I want to say that the actual hose lines are not that bad. We didn't used to really depressurize the hoses, and we fought that, and I didn't realize for a while that's what was going on, that they were pressurized. The actual power unit connection, though, most people don't disconnect that ever, but if you don't depressurize them and you do disconnect that one, you're going to have a really hard time with that power unit level one, because most of the pressure is going to be right there.
It works on both ends.
Yeah.
It definitely works.
Yeah.
It works on both ends. And we have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Luke is asking about your opinion on using a QuickJack on a 4-post lift.
Max, I'm going to give you
my opinion. My opinion is that it works. It's sort of it's kind of like a substitute in a way for the rolling bridge jack. If I guess the only thing I can think of, you kind of have to pick it up. You can't and put it on the runway. If you can do that easily, it's fine. My opinion of it is that it's fine, that it works. If you run a shop, like more of a professional setting, that might not be the most professional way to service clients' vehicles if they're seeing like you have a lift on a lift. I would probably, for professional purposes, stick with the rolling bridge jack, would you say? But it's like a DIY substitute. You have QuickJack, you want a bigger lift, you want a 4-post, and you want to maybe save some money because you already bought this jack and you don't want to get the bridge jacks. I think that should work just fine. There's no safety issue. It actually just on surface area, the QuickJack covers such a wide surface area that you're not putting a lot of pressure in the center of those runways. So you're really distributing the weight of the vehicle across the 4-post lift. So from a safety perspective, as long as you're following your weight capacity and everything, you should be fine.
And I think actually, if you guys are on YouTube, Tavares has a video where he uses that setup.
Yeah.
So check that out. Check out his channel if you haven't already. He's got some good content up there.
I was going to say something. Oh, the only thing is that, you know, a 4-post, it goes up, down, straight up and down, and QuickJack is going to move a little bit front and back, just as about a 12-inch, I think, radial shift. So just be aware of that when you're doing that. If you're in your garage, that you're not going into your wall.
Right. And the other thing is, we wouldn't recommend having the QuickJack up while you're going up and down on the 4-post.
That makes sense.
Once the 4-post is locked, go ahead. I think we have. Oh,
yeah. I'm
losing my tie.
Thanks, Lou.
Thanks for the question. I wish my tie would stay. Don't you like our Valentine's Day attire? Isn't it great?
Super.
I think it's awesome. Anyway, do we have any other questions? Or shall we move on?
I mean, this is more of a compliment.
Oh, well, we don't get any of those.
Edge6504 is asking how we can grow a beard like yours.
Like mine? Well,
no.
I use a Norelco $20 trimmer. You can get it pretty much at any CVS. I use the number 2 setting. It's a little grown out from that right now. But to me, the number 2, it's just where there's like visible hair, but it's not. Wait.
Some more practical advice would be stop shaving. Stop shaving and have a good barber. But no, yeah, that's about it.
Did I just plug Norelco?
I think you did just plug Norelco. Sorry, Norelco, we weren't approved for that. But anyhow,
not affiliated
with Philips Norelco. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
Can QuickJack be used on asphalt and bare ground? And maybe I think that question is actually can it be used on different floorings and different surfaces? And it can, as long as there isn't give in the ground, it's not sinking, and it's not shifting like it might on mud or sand. You should be fine. There should not be any problem on asphalt or cement or race deck flooring or those other specialized floorings.
Swiss tracks, race deck.
If you've got, I can't really think of a flooring that would be unsafe to use on.
The one thing you want to make sure is that you're on flat, level ground. As long as you're on flat, level ground, no more than 3 degrees of slope.
Which is like nothing. It's basically just flat. Yeah.
I'm about to have to give up on the bow tie.
It's
I kind of say if you can drop a tennis ball on the ground and it rolls, you have way too much slope.
Yeah. Or a bottle of water if you don't have a tennis ball lying around.
nitpick, why don't you?
I don't play tennis. I don't have a tennis ball flying around.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. All right. I digress. But so you can a round object. Yeah, whatever you've got. If you set it down and it just starts rolling, it's probably too much slope.
Blueberries.
Yes, blueberries. But one thing you can do is if you're on dirt, gravel, soft asphalt, you can always throw. Did you already mention this?
I did not.
Okay, you can always throw some plywood down underneath. Just cut out larger than the frames themselves to give it a little bit of an extra hard surface to be on.
Yeah.
We also have a great quick tip on that. Check out our YouTube channel, the Quick Tips playlist. We have a video with kind of all different kinds of configurations where you can use the QuickJack.
Yes, indeed. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, we do. We could just redirect him, but Arwell's asking, when are you sending the 5000 series to the UK? Because it's been out of stock. So we have 2 distributors in Europe, right? So we have one in the UK and we have the other in the Netherlands. So he should maybe contact. Luke's in the chat now.
You're going to need to. Oh, Luke. Hi, Luke. Maybe you can answer this question. Definitely.
I don't have direct stock information.
Yeah, you're going to have to contact your distributor about that.
Luke is saying he has some.
Okay, Luke.
So
thanks.
Thanks, Luke.
Luke is awesome.
Was Luke the same Luke that asked the question earlier, too?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
All right, and okay. Well, actually, what do you have next? Because I have kind of a long-winded one.
I got kind of a short one.
All
It's
right,
a 5,000-pound capacity QuickJack, safe to use on an SUV that's about 5,500 pounds. I wouldn't do that. Our recommendation is don't cut it. You want to stay in the safety factor that QuickJack is rated for. Yes, it has a built-in safety factor. So whether or not I think something bad is going to happen is irrelevant. Nothing bad is going to happen, really. But stay in your safety factor. Stay in the rated capacity, and you're just better off that way. You don't void your warranty. Keep your warranty, and everybody likes that. So just get with the 7,000 if you're going at that weight anyway. Once you get above 5,000, I could be kind of speaking out of turn here, but cars after that point are going to get into the 6,000. You're getting in trucks and SUVs at that point. So, well, if you do have an SUV, and you wouldn't be asking if you didn't, it's 5,500 pounds. Just the answer is no.
The bottom line is go ahead
with
and
the
get the 7,000. Yeah. The biggest thing is you're going to void your warranty. You're not, if anything should happen, and something breaks, and you need to call us for replacement under warranty, we're going to say, was your car over 5,000 pounds?
Treat your car the way you want your auto shop to treat your car. You wouldn't want them lifting your car on something that wasn't rated for.
I'm sorry, guys. This is just not working anymore. I apologize. It makes me a little sad, to be honest. But that's it on the weight rating. Definitely. Maybe that'll stick. But yeah, just use the weight rating that's appropriate for your vehicle is ultimately what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
And do you have anything else?
No, you have this nice long one,
I do
right?
have. Well,
no, it's a good one.
It's not that long, but we get this question a lot. I don't know if he's in the room. We get
this question in different forms.
Yeah, really. one of our very active members on YouTube, Brad, has asked this question, and we did some research on it. The question is, do you have any experience or tips on how to lift an old school Beetle or Super Beetle with a QuickJack due to the very special lifting points of the car? Now, I looked into it a little bit, and I have this handy dandy diagram
Do you want me to bring
that I printed out. Yeah, nice. You don't hold that.
Can you see this?
Now, this is Max. You can probably come back now.
No, keep talking.
So this
looks
is
really professional.
I actually downloaded this online. This is supposed to be a representation of a 1969, I believe, Super Beetle. and the lifting points. Now the lifting points, as you'll see, are going to be on the rear torsion bar and the front axle. So yeah, it is a little strange. As far as using QuickJack with it, I don't see any problem using QuickJack with it. Of course, you may not be able to go in from the sides because your lifting point is further forward than the tire. So what you can do is, if you're not lowered, you can put the QuickJacks just parallel together underneath and drive over. So you're never going to put your tires on the QuickJacks themselves, but just drive over, kind of center them between the wheels, drive over, and then from underneath you can kind of pull them out into position. I'm going to refer you to our regular measuring guide. What you're going to want to do is measure the distance again between that point on the rear torsion bar and the front axle, and measure that distance. Now with a 5000 SLX, I believe the max lifting point spread is 60 inches. So, and you can verify that on our website through our measuring guide. But that's the measurement you're going to want. As long as you can get the max lifting point spread on the QuickJack model you're looking at will fit between those 2 points, you should be good to go. And again, we do have a really in-depth measuring guide online on QuickJack.com. I can't remember the specific page, but it's easy to find.
Yep.
We have a question?
Brobojo
What?
asks, Brobojo asks, do I need a compressor for the lifts?
No.
No, you don't. That's a good question.
It is a
it's
good
a very
question.
common question. People see QuickJack when we go to SEMA, we go to shows.
Any car show.
Yeah, people think that or see the power unit and they think it might be a compressor or you need air for it. You really don't. It has QuickJack has a small air cylinder, but you can use a little hand pump or a bike pump even, or a compressor if you have one.
But the
to
bottom
fill that up to 50 psi. So
the bottom line though is it's not air operated. It's not pneumatic. It's hydraulic, and that's what I think throws most people off. Is you're not hooking it up to a constant air source. It's not using air pressure to lift. It's using hydraulic pressure, and that hydraulic power unit comes with the setup. So when you buy the QuickJack kit, you're getting the hydraulic power unit and the frames, everything that you need. You do not need an external air compressor to drive the frames out.
did you want to talk about the
Did I want to talk about the? Yes.
Because this brings us to a really interesting point,
Actually,
which is that people then ask, okay, so if it's not, how does it stay stable? And in that power unit, there is a built-in flow divider, and that is what am I saying? That works when there is pressure on the vehicle, and Dave is going to talk about.
Okay, so some of you may have
pressure.
noticed recently that we have kind of changed direction in some of our instructions on how to operate the QuickJack, particularly pertaining to the initial setup. We used to suggest running it up and down a few times to the first locking point without weight, and we're saying don't do that anymore. We were having some issues with ultimately it just wasn't being set up properly, and the way to overcome that is to make sure there's weight on the frames. When you have weight on the frames, you're forcing the flow divider that's built into the power unit to equalize the pressure. So ultimately what was happening before is if somebody had a little bit of air in the system or didn't have them set up just absolutely right, there would be a little bit of unevenness, and the way to solve that is to just always lift it with weight.
And the second part of that is to always go up to the first lock level if you're going to lift it up. So always go to that first level and make sure everything is copacetic, and then you can drop it back down. And if you're seeing that everything is working well, you can go back up to the top level and just go from there. But don't lift it without weight. Don't do that thing that people do where they stand on them when they first get it. You know, I have a lot of YouTube videos out there. I think everything worked out fine as far as I know, but don't do that for your sake. Just keep the vehicle.
The bottom line is that
use weight.
When there's weight on it, you're forcing the flow divider valve to balance the pressure between the two sides. Without the flow divider valve, what you're relying on is that you bled the air out of the system properly, and that can cause those inequalities. Mm-hmm. So when there is weight, you have not just the air pressure that comes out of the bleeder valve, but you also have the flow divider being used at its maximum potential because there's weight pushing that fluid out and making sure that it's balanced. So that's ultimately what we're going for now. And again, this is something that really pertains just to your initial setup. Once you're good to go, once you're using it, it's not going to be something you have to worry about.
How are we?
Let's go ahead and wrap up.
Okay. So, as promised, I said that we had a special sale, and it actually is just on QuickJack.com right now. We have an overstock of select models, which is basically every model except the BL 5000 SLX. So if you go to QuickJack.com, the front landing page has changed. It now says overstock sale. It's running to the end of the month, and all the information, all the details are right there. You can save up to $245. So it's a really good sale. It's better than our normal promotion. So take advantage of this if you've been looking at a lift.
Yeah, and yes. No coupon codes needed.
Nothing. It is
so
already automatically.
You just go and and that's the 7000 SLX, the 7000 EXT, and the 5000 EXT, correct?
Yeah.
Is the 3500 part? I don't.
Yes, the 3500.
And the 3500. So literally everything but the 5000 SLX is on awesome sale right now. Head over to QuickJack.com. That's where you're going to find everything. And again, no coupon code needed for once.
Nope. It's nice. Anything else?
I think that's it. Do we have are there any last minute questions?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, have fun.
Tell someone you love them, even if you don't mean.
Buy your mom flowers.
Buy somebody something. Just buy something. Buy yourself a QuickJack.
We'll see you guys later.